Firebat-ex bringing you set 2 of Meteor Gardens versus Attrition and the SC2GG Star Cup. And this map is going to be played on Flight of the Valkyries. Let me show you Flight of the Valkyries here. There is a natural expansion here, and you do have a ramp, so that's good for most races when they're holding off an attack. But there is a lot of high ground, so I do have to feel that favors Terran a lot, just because siege tanks, or do a lot of damage on high ground. But the one thing is, we're not going to see anything of Terran in this matchup because this is a PvZ. So let me get rid of the map reveal, which I forgot to do last time, which was dumb of me. But anyway, PvZ is definitely one of my favorite matchups, I have to say. I think it would, in my mind, it would go like TVP and then PvZ, because I think Protoss versus Zerg is one of my, definitely the most intense matchup, and it's always ridiculously cool to see. And this probe is just chilling right here. The probe is smoking a spliff hella quick or something. I don't know what he's doing. He's going to be mining those minerals all wobbly like. But anyway, that looks like that Overlord is going to be scouting in the right direction. Actually, I think this is a 2-player map. I'm not sure. Let me check that real quick. I'm not 100% sure if this is a 2-player map. I have played it before, I just have forgot what it is, so bad move on my part. But anyway, this Overlord is going to go over here and scout, and we're going to be seeing a 2-gate, or a 1-gate, I don't know, one or the other. Actually, 1-gate doesn't even make any sense, to be honest. But we're not going to be seeing the standard Forge Fast Expand, which is very possible on this map, just because look at the choke. There is a very easily holdable choke here, but there are mineral patches that you can mine out, but I don't think that's really going to be used. So, well, actually, it's used once the Protoss player wants to expand, and if the Zerg is containing him. But looks like we're going to be seeing the standard 12 hatch, and let's see if this probe can be a nuisance, which it's not going to be. It is just on maneuver, and it is going straight over here. And I believe this was a 9 pool, and it looks like we're only going to be seeing one thing of Zerglings being produced. So yeah, it looks like there's only one Zergling being produced, and this is a little bit of a strange build. It looks like the first Zealot is coming out at this point, so this is going to be a 2-gate rush, which this 12 hatchery should be very good for that rush. But it looks like we are seeing a ton of Zerglings being produced now. There has not been any gas been put down as of yet, so that's a little weird. Usually that gas should be going down. But it looks like this Overlord is going to get into the base and see this 2-gate, so it's definitely going to be prepared. This there are probably going to be some Sunkens, or maybe even 2-gateway, what is it? Not gateway, what am I talking about? But a 2-hatchery Lurker, which counters 2-gates pretty well as long as they stick with Zealots, which they normally do. But it looks like that gas is up, but there are no probes mining for it, so that's a little weird. But as soon as I say that, they start doing something else. But looks like, yeah, it looks like there are only 2 Zealots being produced at this point. I don't think he has enough money for making another batch yet. It looks like we are going to see a 3-hatchery build, so no 2-hatch Lurkers like I was saying earlier, but gas, there we go. Yeah, why I am on this or something, but anytime I say something in the last 2 commentaries, they start doing it immediately. It's ridiculous. But that's actually pretty good timing here by oh yeah, I'm sorry about this. I forgot to actually mention who is playing. That's a new mistake by me. We're seeing Jasa is the orange Zerg in this position at, I don't know, 7 o'clock, while the purple Zerg is Sail. So I'm sorry for not mentioning that. I'm just so used to this what is it, chaos launcher just telling me what to do. So I'm I don't know if you guys can see this on YouTube, but it shows me who it is, so I for some reason assumed that you all knew who was playing. And this is actually a good move here by Sail, is leaving 2 Zealots on that ramp just so there's no Zergling run by, which is extremely effective. We saw Zerg versus in a pro game that I don't remember who was playing it in, or who was playing it. I'm pretty sure it was July Zerg or something like that, where Zerglings just got all the way. Wait, no, that was GG play. Yeah, I forgot about that. That was on Destination, where he mined out the back minerals. Everybody knows what I'm talking about in Destination, where there's a mineral patch at the back, which usually takes a long time to mine out. But for some reason, GG play figured out that the mineral patches were actually stacked like in a fastest game, so you can mine with multiple workers, and he just mined that sucker out in like probably like, I don't know, 20 seconds, and then just Zerglings poured in the back of the base, and that was awesome. So if you guys haven't seen that, that sucks because I kind of just ruined it for you, but you guys won't know where to find it, and it wasn't like it was the most ridiculous thing ever. But looks like there's a first Dragoon out now, and these Zerglings are not going to be able to do anything against the Dragoons covered by those Zealots. So looks like we are just going to be most likely seeing that 5 hatchery build. Actually, maybe not the 5 hatchery build, because usually we would see the, there we go, layer being produced, and I'm on it again. But first 2 Dragoons are out now, and he's going to be pushing out and probably taking his second expansion here. And oh, these Zerglings going to get around, and Zergling speed has not been upgraded, so this is really weird. And that one Zergling is going to get in, and this is just going to not really do anything. It's just going to be a scouting Zergling, considering he only has 4 health, and guess what? That's 1 hit from a probe, and that's what happens. Death. But anyway, it looks like Sail is coming out now, and he's going to be putting a little bit of pressure on the front door of Jasa, but Jasa, I think, is in a good spot. There is a sunken, probably 5 or 6 Zerglings, and then a couple Hydralisks. I'm pretty sure it should be able to hold it off relatively easily, especially if if Sail decides to go back and forth and not know what he's doing. But actually, this Overlord's getting in the way. I can't really see how many Zealots are still up there, but it looks like this attack is going to be pushed back. So good work by Jasa. He held that with bare minimum forces. That was definitely a clutch situation. And that's exactly what you want, to be honest, because you don't want to defend it too well, because that means you overspent on your defenses. And if you didn't hold it at all, then guess what? You're going to die. But if you held it just barely and didn't lose any of your economy, that's just right. You know, you don't want your porridge too hot or too cold. But it looks like we are going to see a Citadel of Dune and a robotics facility going down at this point. So maybe some DT drops, maybe. But I don't know. Actually, no, definitely not DTs. You know why? Because there's no Stargate. So, no DTs. We're just going to be seeing sorry about that. We're just going to be seeing the observers going down to counter lurkers that should be being produced relatively soon. Actually, no, he's not even going for lurkers. It looks like he's going for a Hydralisk bust, because Hydralisk range is being upgraded before anything else. So that would indicate to me that he's just going to be going for a Hydralisk bust, but there's no base down here to really bust, and you can't really do a Hydralisk bust up a ramp, because if any of you have tried it, it doesn't work. And I don't know. I have used to play Zerg a little bit, not very well. I've only really played against Protoss. I know in the last game I said I don't play Zerg very often, but I have done it. So, and I tried to do a Hydralisk break up a hill, and it didn't work. So, hopefully that's not what he's going for here. And it looks like Sail is going to be pushing out, and this force here for Jasa is getting caught up on that wall and taking a few extra hits that it didn't need to do, and a little Hydralisk corpse going in there. I always wish in StarCraft that they left the corpses and just the blood left on the field. I think that'd be kind of cool. I think that'd be a cool mod for a StarCraft game, just blood stays. So, like, if there's a huge battle going on right here, the entire thing would just be filled with blood and Marines, and it'd be awesome. Just Dragoon goo. That'd be kind of cool, I have to say. And, no, what are you doing, Dragoons? Oh, that Dragoon goes down too early, I have to say, and Sail is doing some bad micromanagement at this point. He is not committing to the attack. He is going in and out, and that's not what you want to do, because if you go in and out like that, and don't think about that sexually, you dirty people, but that is not what you want to do just because you're taking free hits, and free hits are not very good unless it's something else. But anyway, so it looks like we are going to see that expansion coming down. It should be being produced as soon as he gets 400 minerals. He's almost there. He's at 400. Yay! It goes down. But there's a lot of forces coming down, so maybe that 400 minerals should have been spent in a better way. Yeah, there's definitely no way he's going to be held back all these Hydralisks. He's going to have to cancel that hit escape right now. There we go. And he's going to have to hold this ramp, but I don't think he has anything to really hold it. There's all legs being produced in an observer, but that's not too helpful against a load of Hydralisks, because there's already, Overlords here. So I have to say this is GG at this point. Joss is just going to be able to walk up that ramp and destroy these Dragoons, because guess what? Dragoons are not good against Hydralisks, and there's GG right there. So it looks like not Manor Beat Skill, that was another game. This is Meteor Gardens is going up 2-0, so the next is going to be a 2v2, and it's a must win for attrition. So this is Firebat-ex signing off.